Welcome. My name is Given Illustrative, and this is Millennial Pillars right here on the I Am Youth Movement YouTube channel. Now, we're continuing our discussion on the idea of leadership, right? And last week we were beginning to understand the importance of leadership beginning with you. And you as an individual, if you ever see yourself in a position of leadership in the near future or even currently, then you really need to work on yourself. Fix the issues that you have within yourself. Become honest about your shortcomings and begin to seek help in actually growing and bettering those things that you suck at, right? But now I want us to broaden our understanding of leadership and begin to look at it from the context of leadership of a number of people, or leadership of the masses. Now, there's this thing that we have within the Christian community. Whenever someone is good at something, more specifically when someone is good at the understanding of scripture, preaching, speaking, or singing as well, we often say that God has called them to influence the world in that particular field of expertise, or within that office, or within that gift, whatever gift that they may have. But I don't want to get into the nitty-gritties of categorizing those particular areas of expertise. What I want to get into is this. I think we often make the mistake of thinking that when someone is called by God, then they are called to affect or influence the masses, the greater public. And we don't consider that it is very important for you, if you are called to be in a position of leadership, whether it's at work, whether it's in the praise and worship team, whether it's in you're part of a soccer team and you're the coach, or you're the captain. It's very important for your skills of leadership that you begin to practice them within your immediate circle. What do I mean by that? Your friends, your family, your mother, your father, your brothers, your siblings. Are they seeing you practice your skills of leadership? Because I think it's very important for us to understand that that's where leadership begins, right? Now, how can we understand this in a more practical sense, right? When you go to work every Monday, because I think Monday is important, because that's when everybody is doubting themselves. Everybody just came back from an awesome weekend and they don't really feel like working. And all of your fellow employees just feel sluggish and they don't really want to do anything. Are you the kind of person to give in to that relaxation? Or are you the kind of person to come in and encourage everybody to just look at Monday as being the best day ever, as a day of opportunity, because you have the opportunity to start anew and to compete with yourself? However good you did in the previous week, Monday gives you the opportunity to do even better. Now, that's my attitude generally. I don't always get it perfect, but that's my general attitude. Whenever I go to work, I will even go as far as annoying my fellow the people, my co-workers rather. Sorry about that. I will even go to the point of annoying my co-workers with my optimism, with my positivity, with my sense of always wanting to help them see the bigger picture when it comes to the department that we work in. Now, are you that kind of person to your colleagues? Are you that kind of person to your friends? When your friends are feeling down, are you the kind of person to encourage them and actually show them that there's a greater vision and a bigger picture, that they don't need to cry over spilt milk? This is a very, very important thing to understand, because that's where leadership begins. You can even go as far as saying, even your parents, are you the kind of person to always whine and complain? Or are you the kind of person that when things go south, you actually are and you add value to your family by coming up with a solution, and even if it's wrong, you try it anyways, right? Because that's what a leader does. In short, a leader is a person who steps up. when everybody else is feeling down, and you give direction and say, guys, I think we should go that way. If we go that way, it might not be the right way, but we can figure out our way as we go towards that direction. But we need to go somewhere, right? That's what a leader does. Now, bringing it to the broader understanding or to the broader field of leading the masses, right? Many people, or being an employer, being a manager, being a coach, or being the team leader. Bringing it within that idea, I think it is first of all very important for us to practice the skills within our immediate circle. And then after we've done that, we then take those skills and then translate those skills into the context of a workplace, into the context of, if you're a sports person, then you can lead a team within that arena. Or if whatever field you may be in, if you're an entrepreneur, you're going to have to lead some employees as well. So that's very important. Now, I want to conclude this discussion by saying this. It is very important for you to be a courageous leader. Now, what does that mean? It means that you're going to have to make the decision of taking your team within a certain direction, even though you're not sure that that direction you're taking them is the right one. You're going to have to be bold enough to say, we're going that direction, and we're not going to change until we see whether this direction has fruit to bear. I really believe, I'm a big believer in following the peace within your heart. And if you're wrong, you're wrong. But your team must trust you enough that if you're leading them towards the wrong direction, they must come and then help you make this decision a better one. Here's an expression I love, right? The fact that a leader is not a person who makes the right decision all the time. A leader is someone who makes a decision and then corrects it along the way. Because I'm not sure if you know this, but in terms of a spaceship, whenever a spaceship is launched to, let's say, land on the moon, they fire it off in a particular direction, and having done the mathematical calculations, knowing that, you know what, we're aiming for the moon. But the spaceship from time to time will go off course, and then they continuously correct it until it actually makes the landing on the moon. But if it lands, and if it goes even 1 degree off, or 1% off of the course that they set it on, then they need to recalculate and move it back towards the course that they had intended. And that's what making decisions is about. You need to be bold enough, especially to make the unpopular decision and convince the people that you're leading. And now I want to also bring this home by saying, even your friends, even your family, even your siblings, you need to have the ability to convince them that the brave and bold decision you've made is a good enough decision. It might not be the best decision, but it is a good enough decision. And if it goes haywire, we need to correct the course and bring it back so that it merges with our mission and our values and our vision, right? With that said, my name is Given Illustrative. This is Millennial Pillars right here on the I Am Youth Movement YouTube channel. If you like what we've spoken about today, then hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, hit us up in the comment section so that you and I can begin to have dialogue. And you can also hit us up on our Facebook page. Just search for I Am Youth Movement or I Am Radio. We have a lot of content that we'll be sharing with you there. And with that said, we'll catch you next time. Peace.